Hi, this is Angela Arnold with Study Abroad Success. Today we're going to talk about study abroad and public safety. Americans are more scared than ever when they travel abroad, and I guess that's a legacy of the war on terror. However, I've not heard of any incident among the many students I know who have traveled abroad, lived there for a summer, semester, a year, or two. None of them have ever been harmed or injured. I guess if you're alert and aware of your circumstances at all times, you shouldn't have any dangerous encounters. If you go overseas with a reputable and knowledgeable company, they should have safety measures in place for emergency evacuation should the need arise. I have heard of incidents of high school study abroad students being pulled out of countries that have become dangerous in the eyes of the program directors. I've also heard of programs being canceled for political reasons or public safety reasons. Now, the advice that I offer here to you today is common sense, but I'll mention it anyway because both you and I know that common sense isn't always so common. So here are my words to the wise. Number one, avoid high crime areas. If you live with a host family, they will automatically tell you where those areas are and warn you to stay away from them. You can also ask other students or the locals where those areas are so you can avoid them. Many of us have an instinctive awareness of when we're in an area with rampant violence or crime. Number two, dress conservatively, and this goes especially for the ladies. No short shorts, no mini skirts. This mode of dress is not appropriate in many places throughout the world. Number three, don't flash money when you're out in public. There are expert pickpockets all over the world. I have heard of an entire busload of foreigners being wiped out on a public bus, so you must just be careful. Check with the State Department and the CDC concerning any safety issues or health advisories in the area you're going to be studying abroad in. Avoid high-risk activities. No skiing without a helmet, no mountain climbing, no bungee jumping. I think you get the picture here. You want this to be a life-changing event, but you want your positive occurrences to happen, not negative ones. Travel only on public conveyances that are safe. Don't get into unlabeled taxi cabs, that type of thing. Make sure to get a complete physical, a thorough examination before you go abroad. And this is particularly important if you're going on a year program. You'll also want to have any medication with you that you're going to need, and you want to see your dentist before you travel abroad. You need to know what to do in case of an emergency. Don't get caught unprepared. Know where the local hospital is, know who to call in case of emergency, find out if your program has a local liaison that you can contact. Of course, these matters are simpler when you're in a homestay environment. Next, make sure you have medical insurance which covers you overseas. You can get 24-hour emergency assistance, including emergency evacuation back to the United States if you need to. Learn how to move around independently in the city. If you end up in a location that's not safe, then you'll know enough to find your way out of that situation. If you have a cell phone that you can use internationally, keep it with you at all times. You never know when you might need it. And high school programs usually have a liaison or monthly retreats or regular group meetings so that they can keep touch with how things are going with you. That's another safeguard to check on the well-being of the younger students.